Hi, good morning, good afternoon. First of all, I want to apologize. I'm pretty certain the sun is not going to be great. Energetic parasites, if you know what I'm talking about, are making things quite difficult for me in terms of getting my work going as smoothly as I would like. So this is what I'm going to have to do for today, whilst I get my system back on track. So this short video, I'm making to accompany my biomagnetism booklet if you have downloaded it, or if you're receiving my newsletter. This video is gonna go along with it. So why? Okay, so if you know me, you know that I'm quite passionate about sharing what a pair of magnets can do for you and for your loved ones, and that's why I put this booklet together. Of course, it's not going to give you all the knowledge and all the insight and obviously the experience that you need to treat somebody as a therapist. However, it's gonna be really useful. It's gonna help you understand how it works, how the biomagnetic pair therapy form works, and how you can use it at home to treat yourself of any common ailments, injuries, how to support an emergency whilst you seek the relevant help and so on. So I decided to do this video because I had kind of forgotten how it all was when I started. I began as a patient myself. I was really intrigued by it, and my therapist would tell me you can do this to support this side of healing, or you could do that, and I do the same. I tell my clients, depending on the outcome of the session, how they can use the magnets at home, but also people who haven't been treated by me, I do suggest you could do this, you could do that. I mean, all that is in the booklet anyway. So, but then I realized that regardless, sometimes we suffer from, call it analysis paralysis, or, fears kind of come to surface, and we don't really perhaps going that far, or trusting that we are doing the right thing. And I thought that this video can support what's already written in the booklet. So today I'm introducing the sort of most obvious pair in terms of first aid at home, which is what do I do when I injure myself. So let's say you're around the house and you've cut yourself, or you've bumped into something, you sprained your ankle or whatever it might be. So you, of course, you have a wound, you're going to clean the wound, you have to do what you have to do, but now you reach out for your pair of magnets, and what do we do? So let's say I've cut myself here, okay, I've got a little bit of a wound, and I take one of the magnets. Now, for clarification, you have two magnets. They always come in pairs when we're talking about the biomagnetic pair, and we always apply them in pairs, okay? This is what differentiates the biomagnetic pair from other forms of magnetic therapy. Okay, so each magnet, okay, has two sides. I don't have one with me now, because some people have asked if, one magnet is negative and the other one is positive. No, they're both negative and positive. So the magnets I sell, they are black for the negative or north polarity. I mean, this is standard for all magnets that you buy for the biomagnetic pair. And then the positive or south polarity is usually red, but I make them purple and yellow and whatnot. So black is negative, and any other color, usually red, sometimes blue, is for positive. Okay, so black in contact with the skin, this is my injury, that's that. Okay, now if you're on your own, if nobody can hold it for you, use some tape, cohesive bandage. If you happen to have more than two magnets, if you have a t-shirt or a shirt, you put one magnet on the skin, and then over the cloth, the layer of cloth, okay, you put the other one, and they will stick together, like a clip, black over black. So once that's done, okay, then what do we do next? Do we put Because here's the thing, with the biomagnetic pair, it's always in pairs. And you know, you may be wondering, well, yeah, my injury is here, so what do I do now? Take the reds, the positive, and put it there too. You could do that, you could, but it's not the initial choice, okay? Especially if you have a wound and if you're bleeding, or if the wound itself could get infected. You don't want to put red or positive there yet, all right? And well, here's one, for me, beautiful fact, which is when something happens to a body in whatever location, there will be another location. Sometimes it is the same location, not always. There will be another location in which something is happening in resonance, okay? So two poles of different charge, of opposite charge, are established, okay? So we need to treat both. So whenever there's trauma to a body, there's always a resonance established with the kidney on the same side of the injury, okay? So in this case, I've injured myself here, negative. Now take the other magnet on the other side, the red side or colored side, and apply it on my kidney, okay? That will give you the trauma pair, which we can refer to as injury-kidney, injury-kidney, okay? And that's that. After some time, or even straight away after the incident or accident, you might want to apply a negative and positive on the injury, okay? Always try to put the negative towards the right and the positive towards the left. So negative on the right, positive on the left. But you know, if that's complicating things, don't worry about it so much. So when there is no risk for infection, you can then go ahead and apply a negative and a positive magnet on the location of injury. And again, for clarification, this is my right shoulder. If my injury is here, this is my right arm. The negative or the north polarity will go outer because it's further right, okay? And positive go here, for example, okay? And in the booklet you will find some illustrations that will help you locate your kidney, because so many people tend to think that kidneys are just down near our lumbar or on the lumbar area, and they are not. So, you know, find your rib cage and choose where the rib cage kind of ends, okay? That's going to be your reference. Go around, okay, and near your spine, and that's where you're going to find the kidney. Remember, if you injure your right side, kidney on the right. If you injure your left side, positive on kidney on the left side. And I think that's all I wanted to communicate today. As always, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.